All right. Well, it's that time of the week, Guy. It is Monday morning, and this is Elify Sprint Planning. So, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this in replay, this is all about creating a plan for the next 7 days, the week ahead. Okay. We all have these big goals, but this is about the week ahead. If you joined us on Friday with the founders, last Friday, we went into the weekend for will, skill, and refill. And hopefully you've taken an opportunity to refill yourself, rest, get ready to, execute on the week and work really hard. You've developed maybe some skills over the weekend or looked into tools that you might need to support the week ahead. And you really have your vision dialed in. You know where you're going and what you want to accomplish, because that's rule number one. If we're going to take an action to get somewhere, is we need to know where we're going. So guys, this is all about affiliate sprint planning for the next 7 days. That we call it the sprint plan. Ask yourself, where do you want to get to? If you're an affiliate with Elify, Guy, I think one of the first milestones, maybe it's, am I making my first $100 a month residually online? Or maybe it's $500 if you've already started to generate some referral commissions. Maybe it's making your first $1,000 a month online. If you are just sort of going in all directions, trying to figure out how to be an online affiliate, it's time to plug in and get focused, get a game plan, and start taking action. And that's really what we want to talk about for sprint planning. Guy, I know you and I have been talking already. We're getting our plan for the week together. But as an affiliate, let's talk about your daily game plan, some of the activities you can be doing each and every day to make forward progress as an affiliate, work towards that $1,000 a month.
When getting into our sprint planning and those daily activities, we always have to set up our roadmap, right? And from our coaching analogy, it's you set up your game plan. What is my day going to look like, and what can I control? We talked about it last week, and I had a little bit of a story, especially using the analogy that we've come away with and really implemented over these last few weeks as AMP, attitude, moment, and process. And when really looking into that as an affiliate, I think these are, core attributes that somebody has to look at when setting their day up, their week up, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows every day. It might be a cold, rainy morning, and you don't feel like doing things. Well, that's going to be controlled by your attitude, right? Yeah. There's only two things along with that AMP analogy or acronym is that you can control in life is your attitude and your effort. And there's so many people that let those two things slip away because they allow their feelings to overtake everything. So when you get into your Monday morning sprint planning, or if you happen to do it Sunday evenings, think about what my attitude is going to be about at that moment. What am I going to do from a process standpoint to advance forward as an affiliate of Elify? You've got to put effort in to be successful. ER, you mentioned, what would it take to earn my first $100? Well, one of the first things I know is you need to be able to promote. Well, what are you promoting? That's going to be one of the first things. Is it a digital business card? Is it a landing page, branding, marketing application? Is it a relationship builder? It's all of it. It's going to be your message. And I think it's something that you and I have been working on that we're excited about doing is really our AMP workshop, per se, from the standpoint of working with individuals to build their story, to be able to potentially create a video, have them create a card and put it on that. And that's something that can be delivered out to other people to understand we're in a digital age, we're in a technical age. And if people aren't using technology to advance their business, they're actually setting themselves up for failure. So we really want people to lean in every opportunity that they can throughout the week. We've got trainings throughout the week. We've got the accumulation of our sprint plan or our Friday with the Founders, which is a retrospective. For people that don't know what a retrospective is, it's a glance to look back to see what I've accomplished throughout the week. I think so many people don't do that. It's like when we had we're playing at high levels in athletics. Your retrospective was after the game. Watch the film. you look to see where you could execute better,
Yep.
where you messed up. You graded yourself, and you were true to yourself, because there were so many times you should be your biggest critic when it comes down to what am I doing on a daily basis. So your attitude, your moment, and process, really let that resonate, let that set in. Think about how you can control that attitude, how you can control your effort every day. We're not going to say something that's going to be aha, and it's going to be the best thing that you've ever heard, or it's going to hit home right away. Potentially it can hit home because there's so many people that are saying the exact same thing to everybody to get them to advance forward. The only reason why they're saying it is because people aren't taking those actions to move forward. But get yourself into a routine, something that is going to be unique to you. You want to be consistent with your routine. You want to do something that's attainable. It's got to be relevant to you. It's got to have flexibility. Understand that with your routine, the things happen throughout the day, but also make your routine fairly simple. Because if it's difficult, I guarantee everyone will quit a routine. I guarantee it. So you've got to have the simplicity so you can fight through. You can go through in anything that is put in front of you throughout the day. So, just sort of those are additional thoughts when coming into this.
Well, Guy, let's talk about it for just a second here. I want to go through an example. Let's say it was $100 a month you wanted to make. And again, if you want $500, replace the 100 with 500. If you want $1,000 extra a month, replace it with $1,000. All of the activities and the actions are the same. They're just being scaled up. And Guy, to your point, making it simple. What is your task or your daily game plan that you're going to be taking action on? And you need to break things down, right? Like some of these things are going to be time sensitive actions. I need to be here at this time, right? Whether it's a Zoom Zoom meeting that's going live, whether it's a meeting at a coffee shop that you have with somebody, you want to label all of that stuff down. However you are prioritizing your time, make sure that you are fitting those things in that are time sensitive. Then you're going to have tasks that you need to do and be thinking about, is this a daily task? Is this something that happens weekly? Like we do sprint planning on Mondays. We do Friday with the founders on Fridays. Kathy does her Q&A on Tuesdays, right? Mindset of a Champion is on Wednesday. We know those are happening one time a week, but there's other things that we're going to do consistently. In fact, relentlessly consistent on these items each and every day. So you want to be identifying that. Guy, you mentioned it. You're using Shuffle daily right now. Ask yourself, how am I using it? Because there's probably somebody else who would use it in the exact same way to get the exact same results that you're getting. So how did you hear about it? This is your Shuffle story. How are you using it? What is it doing for you? And what do you think it could do for somebody else? And once you know what it could do for somebody else, now you're just sharing that with somebody else. On Friday with the founders, we talked about some promotion cards that all affiliates have at their disposal to get out and share and promote Shuffle. Again, these are the type of revenue generating activities that are going to directly result in you earning commission. So if your goal is to earn an extra $100 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, you can break that down. For $100 a month, you need to have approximately 50 to 100 people in your network, depending on what the average price they're paying is, where they're falling in, and what commissions you are earning, right? 10%, 8%, 1%. You guys all know the numbers. So if you want to directly refer people and earn $100 per month at 10% on a $20 product, you need 50 people, guys. The math is pretty simple. You can go through the math. I can do it in the back of my head. You could do it on a napkin or get on a board and write it all out. But make yourself a plan. If you need to get to 50 people, the next question you ask yourself is, how quickly can I do that? Is that something I'm going to do this week and then every week thereafter, and it's going to be 50, 100, 150, 200? Is this something where it's like, I really only know 4 or 5 people that I can get it in front of? Maybe I'm going to get those 4 or 5 people this week. I'll work with them to get the next 4 or 5 people next week. And it's going to be a series of weeks to get to that, 50 people to start earning $100 a month. Again, you need to ask yourself, are they going to be all referred directly? Or is my plan going to be to build a team and support other affiliates? I could be sending out my promo cards, right? There are 4 or 5 promo cards in the mobile card builder that you can have generated today and start sharing it out. And if you're relentlessly consistent about it, you should be setting a daily goal to share that out 1, 2, 3, 5 times a day consistently, just casting your net to see who's looking at it, who's opening it up, who's reaching back out to you. The next piece, right? There's daily follow-up. Are you following up with people? Specific to the Elify affiliate program, are you setting those follow-up reminders? Hey, I just sent this person a promotion card. I'm going to set up a follow-up reminder for a few days after, or maybe alert me when they view it, and then I'm going to remember to follow up with that person. If you're getting those follow-up reminders on your mobile device and you're not taking action on them, there's lost opportunity. So this is really the call to action for you today, for this week, and it's to create your game plan, and it's to execute on that game plan and be specific on what those actions are going to be and what you want them to result in, right? So your follow-ups, you're going to review your notes, you're going to set the next follow-up, you're going to take the action to reach out to somebody, you're going to be using Shuffle for your primary business maybe, and then you're going to be focused on your affiliate stuff and reaching your affiliate goals. So Guy, I mean, everybody who's watching this, whether live or in replay, can go through and list out what actions they need to take. If you don't know what count of number of people you need to refer to reach that goal, maybe you're calculating that today. There's a commission calculator on the affiliate program page. So guys, the effort is up to you. Guy and I can open the door. We can lead you to water. We can teach you to fish, but you're the person who needs to walk through it, right? Take the drink, okay? Reel it in. This is really what you need to, and it's all about just getting into activity. What you'll realize, and Guy, you and I have talked about this. In fact, I want to sort of round out the sprint planning with what we were talking about. If we've got a goal and we're training, we were thinking, you know, what's the analogy to tell everybody? And maybe it's you're going to run a marathon. You know, a lot of us have thought that idea, oh, it would be great to go out and run a marathon. Guy's not a runner, I'm not a runner, but I know my wife has set that challenge for herself many times, right? And she doesn't go out the next day and run 26 miles. And if you've never run a marathon before, I would encourage you not to go out and run 26 miles tomorrow. But if you're diligent and make a plan, you can start working up to being able to run that marathon, right? But you have to have a plan. If you already have a base, an aerobic base, maybe you're already jogging or you're already running a little, and you're going to create a plan to go from where you are right now to running that marathon. But maybe you haven't ever gotten off the couch. You know what I mean? Where do you start? Well, maybe you start by walking. You know, maybe you walk around the block. You walk around the block again tomorrow and the next day. Then maybe it's 2 times around the block, 3 times around the block. If you are consistent in that daily activity, and that's really what we're trying to drive home right now, right? If you're consistent with your daily activities, it's the combination of all of those daily activities that will result in your ability to achieve your goal. So in this case, it would result that eventually you're running around the block. You're running around the block multiple times. Finally, you're going to the track and you're running around the track. Eventually, you're doing half marathons with ease. Now you're at a base where you can say, that full marathon is achievable. Okay, but wherever you are right now, if it doesn't seem achievable, you need to start lowering those milestones to something that is, and then working through those milestones to get up to the big goal. And that's really what sprint planning is all about. So, Guy, we've got about 2 minutes left for this 15-minute sprint planning. I'm going to throw it back to you to close everything out. Look, we're sitting here, we're listening. Let's get into action.
I think that's the. We always say it almost every week. It's optimal word. People are sitting here. We're listening. We're talking about our sprint planning. They've probably heard us say the exact same thing for the last 52 Mondays for the whole year. Yeah. And the whole thing, they may be in the exact same place that they were 52 weeks ago, a year ago. Because the 50 people, when I start thinking about that, 50, 100, making $100, $1,000 a month, that seems like a lot. Until you get into action, right? Until you take the steps to get there, get your feelings out of the way, Take action. There's so many people I talk to on a daily basis, and I haven't said it out loud to everyone. I've said it a few times, but I remember growing up, I heard it from both grandparents, sets of grandparents, and my parents, is never believe anything that anyone says, and only believe half of what you see. because action is going to be the thing that you will start believing. So from ER myself, get into action. We're here. Reach out to us. A lot of you are very, very connected. A lot of you are connected to us.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to help.
Mm-hmm.
From the standpoint of, even I got a call, someone was like, I would like to cancel because I'm not promoting my opportunity anymore. What are you talking about? You need to promote yourself. Quit promoting your opportunities, because you yourself
You're the opportunities.
is your opportunity.
Yeah.
Get out there and promote yourself. You're gonna be the only champion for yourself.
Yep.
So if you're not going to be the one doing it for you, no one else will. So get in the action. So for me or myself, jump on training tomorrow with. Nope, Kathy has no training tomorrow. She's off this week.
Yep.
So we'll look for trainings with Michael and Edwin on Wednesday. Friday with the founders with us on Friday. We'll probably start sprinkling in some opportunities to come in on some things where we want to help you get your Elify story out there.
Yep.
That AMP mentality, attitude, moment, and process. Get into action. Have a great week. We'll see y'all. Take care.
Bye, everybody.